Another issue that was raised in the news conference today that was talking about autism was the use of a medicine called leucovorin or folinic acid in a way of curing autism. First of all, autism does not need a cure. Most people with autism just need to live their lives, and they're just exceptional people with communication difficulties. But for those that need assistance in their communication skills or things, there's some interesting information about leucovorin. There is a few studies that were done by a group down in Arizona where they found some speech benefits for getting leucovorin because it increased folate in the brain. And there's some people with autism that may lack the receptors and they need higher doses of folate. Sounds like a lot of chemistry. That was interesting, but that hasn't been validated, which means it may have worked for that group, but it doesn't mean it's going to work for this broad spectrum of people. Now, I do have some patients who are trying folinic acid with their neurologists. But the problem here is this kind of thing happens every 4, 5, 6 years that some new miracle cure comes up for something that's a wide spectrum of disease. If you don't believe it, look back and Google autism and secretin, S-E-C-R-E-T-I-N, which is a gut hormone. Everyone was really big on the gut-brain connection, and they were giving secretin to kids and seeing with autism, and seeing huge gains in their speech abilities. It was going to be the miracle cure. It was all over the news. It was in the New York Times. It was everywhere. And then they started trying to replicate that study in other kids with autism, probably different types. And they found out that it didn't work. It's not that it didn't work for that couple kids, but those kids have very different conditions than what other people have. Because remember, autism is not one thing. It is a spectrum of things. So to think that leucovorin is going to be the answer to everybody's prayers is misguided. But it doesn't mean that we shouldn't go looking at it to see what we can do.